Everybody, welcome to the race day. This is going to be the Champions Division. I am here, your host, Sneaky Wan. I'm here with Iverzim.
Good morning.
He'll be our broadcaster today.
Hello.
Are you excited for today's race? We are in Japan.
I am. It's really nice to be back. Actually, it's been a minute. It's been quite many minutes. Actually,
Quite many minutes.
The rest of my life has taken over my life, and it's been exhausting. But it's nice to be back. Beautiful Saturday for it. Just how I like it. Cold and gray.
Cold and gray.
It's true. No, I'm kind of over waking up in like 62-degree weather. But aside from that, it's nice. By 62-degree weather, I mean in my room.
In your room. All right. So we have the standings here from last week's race.
Yeah.
We have Limp. No surprise.
No surprise there. Great racer. Really strong.
Yeah, he did. It was a solid race for him. Jonas. They're able to, after all of the penalties going through, able to get second position. Did not finish the race in P2, finished in P3, but was able to get that appeal.
Sometimes all it takes is a bit of clean race and a little, clever wording of a presentation of a circumstance, and you might have just what you need.
Are they actually starting?
I don't know.
Let's take a peek. Oh, we are starting. So ignore everything else. We're just gonna go into this. Not sure why we cannot. Oh, I can actually hear the rain. Never mind.
It's what? Oh yeah, I can hear too.
Yeah.
Actually, can you bump me up a little bit?
I'm
deaf.
What do you
bro.
mean, buff?
I'm just deaf.
No, it's loud enough, I think. Well, let's transition over to. Okay, we're here. Let me do all little setups really quick. Thanks, Sway, for the. He says no rain. I believe that is rain. I don't know.
It's a lot of rain. It's many droplets of rain.
Oh, it won't rain in the race. Yes. So the Champion Series always be exciting with all these little stuff happening everywhere. We had it raining the other time as well.
I really like a race in the rain. And qualifying, I mean...
Qualifying
is what it is to me. It's just it's interesting to see what everyone is able to pull out. Sometimes you're able to get away with it, sometimes it just doesn't go to plan. And but I don't know. I love a race in the rain, honestly, because it just mixes things up, and I think it really. It's like have you been practicing? But who practices in the rain? No one likes the rain, so no one practices in the rain.
Yeah. So we are here with Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller.
Sorry for the typing noise.
But it's a really satisfying keyboard. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that the clickies has gotten better as it's worn itself.
Worn in. It's aged into a fine wine.
Aged into. All right, I need to figure out which one of these guys is which. I can't. No, I can. Easy. Do you know my mythical ways? I don't know this. Let me gotta figure out this guy's name. Because everybody has 20 names. It's how it is, how it exists in our world. Racer X, what is your name? Oh. I don't see him in this one. He's probably from another division. Or he's not registered here at all. We will come back to this. We will come back to that.
We'll be right back.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it. All right. This is Renzo. Renzo has been was our Alpine
Our alpinist.
Alpine engineer. Now he's a driver and has been pretty fast already.
Hey, love to see it. Love to see it.
Immediately, almost.
Man of
Wiry
many
out there.
talents, wears many hats. Got the brains and the talent.
The brain.
Although having brains for engineering I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't entirely make sense to me. There's a reason I don't do it.
All right, here we got. I just need to figure out Racer X's name.
X gonna give it to you.
So we'll let him be Racer X for now, so that I can submit this in and we can get the nice little overlay up that we create. Here's a sponsor.
Hey.
There we go. Let's hide that guy.
Oh, gorgeous. Did you do that yourself?
I did not. I did not do that myself.
I know.
Oh, and then we have a few drivers here. Wiry going the fastest. Nope. Luke goes the fastest.
With the 145 T36, like what, 0.8 faster, 0.7?
Yeah, I mean we have it right here if you need to know.
Oh, God, wow. It has been a minute. That is gorgeous. Let's pick a direction. Pick it forward or backward. Pick a direction.
That's funny.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so if you ever want to see a timer, it's right over there.
Surprise, Miller takes the fastest.
Takes the fastest now.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
You really messed up his third sector there. God. Get it together, Miller.
Yeah, he actually did lose.
Get
a
it
bit of time
together,
there.
Miller.
Can go faster.
0.5.
We have Jonas here going fast. Just keeps improving his form. Gets P2 already.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the what is it? I like to think that success is when opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
It's a good saying.
That is a good saying.
And I think if you've just been putting in the work, and you keep grinding it out and you keep improving, it starts to work, man.
It does.
It starts to work. Once you get cooking, man, eventually it's gonna start tasting real good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a podium, or not a podium, but a win or two.
Yeah.
Is in
definitely in the books.
In his chance.
Oh, definitely.
This season. It'd be nice to see. He's one of the drivers that's been due for one.
No,
So
for sure.
It just they both haven't met yet. Like, he's shown pace, but then stuff's happened. And
Yeah. And
like that,
I mean, there's so many things that can happen, like both from qualifying to the actual race to just trying to get through a lap,
Yes.
and just the chaos that can happen there. It's so many things can influence, where you actually end up at the end of the day in the grid. So, I mean, I know he's just going to keep chipping away at it. He'll be on top. He'll get there.
Definitely. As I look for this driver. See what it is.
Ooh, Jonas taking the fastest lap away from Miller.
Here we go. This is the one thing I like about wet qualifying is these guys are just going to be out there. They're going to put a little bit more fuel in the tank. They're just going to keep pumping in laps.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't get that like one flying lap. We actually get a bunch of flying laps.
Miller, are you a dry or wet setup?
Okay.
I feel like he only ever has dry setups.
Yes. So
I
from
feel
our
like he only ever has
experience,
dry setups and is like, okay, yeah, I'll pit again. Let me adjust my front wing. Okay, cool. They changed it on the pit. Awesome. That'll work. I feel like that's what he does.
yes. So that's
his
essentially what I was
substitution.
gonna say. He pretty much all the way through the season 1, his setups were always very dry centric.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime the track dried out, it was just his pace would just exponentially go up.
Ridiculously.
Yeah.
Because he finally had grip. He finally had that. He could do something. And you want to know what the worst part is? So
Yeah.
I'm aspiring in many things. One of them is a racer. I'm not a racer, but I aspire
Yeah.
to be one day a racer. But he'll give me his setups and stuff, and so I'll like try to do what he does.
Yeah.
And obviously because I want to get good scrub, I
I want to get good.
I turn off all the assists to really make it hard for myself. And oh man, it's just it doesn't when it gets wet for me and I use one of his setups. It doesn't matter how much front wing I put on it. I'm done. I'm just on ice skates.
You're just on ice skates.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well for me. Ooh, Limp's on a flying lap. Do you want to take a look at that real quick?
Oh yeah, of course. It looks like his teammate Prism isn't here for today's race. So he does have a reserve driver driving with him at the moment.
Oh, so nice. It's just so nice. Dude, I was over at a friend's house not too long ago and I was jumping on the trampoline.
Yeah.
I might have found a couple drinky drinks, some of the beverages.
Yeah.
And I hopped up on the trampoline because it was a brilliant idea to do so. Because I wanted to see if I could still do a front flip. I can't. But I didn't quite hurt myself, but I kind of hurt my hand. So I've just been trying to crack my hand back into position for a couple weeks now. It's coming along. It's coming along. I don't need a doctor. Shout out to the American healthcare system.
All right, so Limp does a purple sector through sector 2. So we'll be coming through here. We'll probably place himself at least near the top here, coming into the last corners. And to the line, does a 143. Oh my. That's a little bit fast.
A little bit faster. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Help.
And he goes a little bit faster. Jonas with a 143. And this is what we're talking about. Jonas here, I think in last season, was always just that a little bit off from Limp. But now, I think he's a little bit closer. And he has been showing really good driving here. And I'm excited to see these two compete at the top.
We had a racer join qualifying.
We did. We will eventually get them on here and then we will add them. So they have not assigned themselves to a team yet.
Gotcha.
So we haven't been.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Our overlay will probably crash when we reset. It's a thing we'll have to fix. I know what's causing it. The parser to freak out. So you have to do a parser reset. But it's fine. It doesn't break the thing entirely. It just.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out. You'll see Hamilton or something. His name will randomly appear. It'll be a real driver's name. Will randomly appear. And then it's oh, I gotta change that name.
You mean Nico? Nico didn't join us?
No.
Nico didn't come out on track?
Hulkenberg. I am happy he's on the racing order again.
It's cool to see him back out there, yeah. It's cool to see him back out there.
I wish Ricardo was on it too, so that we get him doing. I guess he'd still be doing it, and Limp goes even faster with a 142.519.
The fuck?
Right? Boy, he didn't appreciate the Jonas passing him in there, but Helion again showing really good promise for the Mercedes team, getting in their first official race with the Champion Series, gets a podium in their first race.
Hey, you love to see it when people get to step up on those steps, do their thing, strut their stuff. It's good to see it up there, And Miller actually getting his act together, 142.838. I feel okay. Miller's the only one I'm gonna be harsh on. It's just because I know him.
Of course,
but I like to critique him, even though
he's looking to win this race.
So much better than me
today.
Oh yeah, I mean he can. He can if he wants to.
It's one of his favorite tracks. It's one of the driver's favorite tracks. Though.
I'm not good at it.
A lot of people aren't. It's a very difficult track.
I'm not good at it. That's why he likes it, I think. In part, it gives him a good challenge. But yeah, I'm not good at it. But I do like it.
Oh, it's enjoyable. I don't think there's any actual person who likes driving that sees this track and goes, "Oh, this is a terrible track."
No, I mean it just looks fun.
It's fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just looks fun. Now, like when I look at like a Monaco, I'm like, oh, that's anxiety inducing. You know,
It's very anxiety.
You know.
He was doing it out loud. That was
ooh,
weird.
Ooh, who was the Red Bull that was off?
It was John. It was John.
Jonas going out on intermediates.
Jonas?
Yeah, I guess the rain's coming down a little.
Yeah, I think they think it's drying out. Let's see. Statistically, no. I mean, I guess we have it here too. It's 84% still. It's not.
Ooh, Miller.
Miller goes even faster.
I see you.
I mean, he is expecting to win this one. We also expect him to do really well here. It's one of the faster tracks. I think complements his driving style.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing we should talk about as well. Like, now we went from China to this track. I think they're still fairly similar, but there's still a lot of stuff that's different from China to Japan. And driving styles matter greatly, I think.
No, absolutely.
So we'll see certain drivers do better in certain tracks.
I think
and
the
then do
thing
worse
though
on others.
about Miller that I do have to give him credit for as much crap as I give him is he has this adaptability where if he wants to get it done, he's just gonna put in some work and he'll get it done. You know,
Yeah.
He's gonna he's gonna watch a few of his favorite esports racers. He's gonna go on to the time trial leaderboards and see what people's setups are like. He'll take one, try it out, be like, well, that was stupid. Make his own.
Well, that was
that wasn't what I wanted. Make his own. And then put in some work. And if he wants to get it, he can get it. You know, so I'm happy to see him, on top. It's always nice to see him up there. 320. So 320 top speed. So he's probably running a low downforce as he always does. Get that speed out there.
Yep. He's usually, I think he's one of the main drivers.
I don't understand how he does it.
He's one of the main drivers that definitely runs less wing, as he tries to max min the wings. So how much downforce can I remove before I actually start going the other direction?
Yeah.
And that's what he does. So he usually tends to have a little bit better top speed, because he's able to approach these corners and go in at such a high speed still, even with that.
No, he's a very considered and calculated driver. He knows exactly where. Well, I mean, as most drivers, you have your breaking points and whatnot, but the detail to which he can talk about why he turns at the point he turns at and brakes at the point he brakes at, and then exits the way he exits. It it really speaks to the detail with which he tries to drive.
Exactly. And I think that plays a huge role. And like you said, I think a lot of these drivers do that. They're all putting in a lot more time than just this 1 hour that they do for this race. It's hours upon hours before. And I think we've seen a lot of these drivers have been practicing a lot more now that the season has started. We do have some guys on inters. It might not be ready yet. I think everybody's still doing their fastest times on these wets, but it doesn't look bad. Definitely doesn't look bad here.
No, for sure. You know, I kind of have a firm belief with sports that championships are won in training. You know, if you don't put in the preparation and get your act together the way you need to in order to be ready to perform and take that opportunity, then it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like the Inter's still. I mean, they're still treading lines. Yeah, see, and he just does that on a wet. It might be getting close though. So what I like to look at is I like to look at the trail lines a lot. So you see how he's still showing on the racing line, which tells us there's still a little bit too much water on the racing line. But it's obviously getting close. Yeah. They're definitely getting to a spot where the Inters could be the tire, but it's still a pretty wet track out there.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes left. You either have to choose stay on the Inters or go on the wets.
Man. I think you got to make your decision. You know, there's not a ton of time left in qualifying. You know, it'd be cool. I love to see it when someone shakes it up right at the end there.
Yeah.
You know, jumps ahead and kind of doesn't allow an opportunity for a response.
Yeah.
I think that's always a fun calculation to see a driver take, or a
Ooh,
bit
this
of a risk.
isn't good.
Oh, a little bit of
Being
traffic.
compromised here.
Traffic, no. Oh,
You don't like. You don't like.
you hate to see that.
Yeah, you hate to see that one.
It's not what you want to see. But I think he has time for another.
He does. He's on an invalid.
Left the session.
Interesting. I wonder what happened there.
Probably retired.
No, he left session.
Oh, he left session.
Oh, maybe he made the wrong. Maybe he did the wrong one.
Oh, he meant to retire and he just left.
Hopefully, he gets back in for the race because it looks like quali is done. He might have done the wrong one. Hopefully. So hopefully they invite Limp back into this.
Limp back in.
You know, we are waiting here. We have the orders: Miller, Limp, Jonas, Luke, Renzo, Hillian, Paul, Racer X, John, Wiry, Zach, Alex, and Sunby. Or is the order? Let's try to. Can you not do that from here? You can't even do it from in here. Can't even invite people.
Oh, he says.
Oh, he crashed.
He crashed. Yeah, so he didn't try. He didn't. There was no accident.
He crashed and he crashed.
He
crashed and he crashed.
Well, how the turntables have twisted when reality meets fiction.
Yeah. Let's hope he gets back in.
Or meets virtual reality. Is this what they mean?
I will try to send him one.
Is this that newfangled 4D that they're talking about?
4D. I'll do my best. Here we go. Let's do this.
I think he can.
Oh yeah, I can just do it through here.
Yeah.
And
then do it.
This one as well.
Yeah. Oh, where is he?
There we go. All right, so that's all I'm doing. There is technically a race director, so he would just have to contact them. But I wanted to make sure. Now we did
our part.
Let's make sure this leaderboard is it the old one. It's still the old one. Since I know it's gonna probably fail, I'm just gonna reset this immediately. There we go. Give it the old slapperoo.
The old wrap around.
The old wrap
around.
All right.
And it says he's here.
Leaderboard. Yep, there we go. Now let's just hit this bad boy. It should reset them all. Hide the UI. Come on here. I don't know why that doesn't just stay.
Damn.
But
you've done this a few times.
A few times. So we have Miller here out on hards. We have the mediums for Limp, Jonas, Luke, Renzo, and Hillian. Paul is on the hard. Racer X on medium. John on hard. Wiry, Zach, both on mediums. Alex on hard. And Sunby on medium. So we have a
nice
good spread again. Nobody going onto those softs. There might be one or two tracks that we might see a soft run in the first section. It's going to be really hard. I think this era of F1 is very medium dominant. So the medium tire isn't the best for qualifying, but like you get the best race and degradation on pretty much all the tracks, pretty much on the mediums. And then occasionally when it's very high deg, the hards have the best. So it usually is a harder medium, ideally.
I've kind of noticed that. It seems like with, just with how things are kind of, that's the nature of the sport, right? It evolves every year, so.
Yeah, there used to be a time when you were always running a soft because you were like, nah, we'll just run the soft. Nah, it's better to just have
faster.
Pace.
It's faster.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think it's kind of, I think, how should I say this? I think F1's been trending towards efficiency and safety for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was at practice last night, for me last night, I think it was Sam who was talking about just kind of all of it a bit and just how things are changing. But essentially, the point that I was trying to make is it was where they put so much emphasis into safety and efficiency and all these other things that it's nice to see the speed coming back to the cars.
Ooh, Hillian gets the disqualification.
Even with all of these other things.
Oh, just only two drivers getting disqualification on the start. So that's actually really good. Most of these drivers are going to be starting on. Here we go.
Oh. And lights away.
Here we go. Good start from Miller here. Oh, Jonas gets a really good jump here. Actually takes the position from Limp.
Rushing into the first corner.
And Jonas gets it to second. Really good start here. Oh my.
Zach already DNF'd.
Retirement. What? Fallen retires as well. So did they crash into each other?
Had to. Looks like he's kind of off track here.
What? And just like that, the Alpha Tauri team is already out, and we are on a VSC, virtual safety car, activated.
Oh, the turntables have twisted.
Wow.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I'm curious. See it.
I didn't see it either. It's probably right up there on the stream.
Yeah.
When are we going to see the age of Iverson on track?
I think it's you, Iverson.
It's Iverzim, IVERZIM. No worries. You don't want to see me out there, man. I'm not good. I've been out there. Yeah. Like
we did some 5 lappers.
I'm technically a reserve. I need to put in a lot more practice.
You technically are a team owner.
I am a team. I'm a CEO.
Yeah.
I'm a CEO. So I've been behind the scenes a lot, but I've been behind the scenes not doing much because I've had other life responsibilities that have been coming up.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I'm getting to pull back a little bit from those, put a bit more time in this. So. I'm gonna be around more. Gonna be doing more. I'm gonna be hoping to use my setup a lot more because it's been gathering dust in the corner of my room for way too long right now.
Yeah, we do plan on doing a little bit more streaming here and there now. Probably doing a lot of Rocket League streamings instead. So
and once I get done troubleshooting my 3070 or my 4070 Ti, once it works,
we could get some stuff. But here we are. We have the VRC gone. Renzo actually takes Limp, and so Limp is going backwards at this moment. Goes actually to 4th position now. So we have a battle for 3rd now with him and Renzo. We have Luke also just right there on the the back of him. We have Miller and Jonas also fighting. We can see them a little bit in front of them. This is going to be a nice fight. It looks like there's about 5 guys. Oh, actually 6. Hillian's up there now with them as well. Sway spun it. Alex goes to the back. So the Ferrari now all the way into 11th position here. And we have the fight through the corner. Limp is on the outside now. We'll be on the inside, but Renzo gives it back to him. Does not want to go through that corner. He's just going to wait, right? So we should have DRS being activated again soon. I guess we never had it activated at all, so it will finally be activated.
It'll be showing up.
This track is unique, only has 1 DRS zone. It's similar to Monaco, which is another track that only has 1 DRS zone.
Not quite unique.
I guess not as unique as I was thinking it was. But it used to have 2. It used to be on that back straight, but because 130R is so strong, they removed it.
Yeah.
Because people are already getting, it's a good passing zone.
Yeah.
Limp goes fast as 133, so is showing pace now.
296.
And it looks like he's also on that. So now we have technically a 5-car train. They're all under 1 second of each other to Miller. So we have Racer X taking a 3-second penalty here. We're gonna look at that closer to the end of this race because right now it's not as important, but when we get closer to the end, again,
it's when it really matters.
Important.
That's when it really matters.
Right now, it's like you never know. Another guy will
so
get a
many
penalty.
things can happen. Well, 24 laps left.
24. Oh, plenty of race here.
I don't even know why we're talking about the end of the race right now.
End of the race.
We barely started.
We just started. We have Jonas doing a really good job at staying on the back of Miller here. He will have to keep an eye now on Limp. He is slowly catching him. As we can see, is everybody are on under a second of each other. So
Yeah,
DRS,
nice to see that 1 through 5 in that bunch right there, where they're really just chasing down each other.
No, don't do that.
Hey.
Don't do that.
Hey.
Oh.
Get it together. Oh, I see it. I see where that happened.
Something happened, but we're good. We have Limp here getting real close now to Jonas. Is going to be looking at attack here. Is going fastest. Gets a fast lap of 133.195.
Miller had it, then Limp immediately
takes it and goes past here. And now is in second. And
Zach is
not sure exactly what happened there. That is unfortunate. If it was a racing incident, please submit a racing incident, because we would
take a look.
We do want to penalize people for driving poorly, because we do want these drivers to drive as clean as possible.
Yeah.
And now we can see Limp here on the attack.
And that's what racing is about. It's good, clean racing.
So the thing we want to keep in mind, right,
is there's a ticket.
Is
all right.
So the thing we want to keep in mind here, right, is Miller is on a harder compound.
Yep.
So
but he's
the
still
longer
the
he can stay in first, the better his chances become. His odds just keep increasing the longer. But it looks like Limp here does not want to let him stay in that front position and is already attacking him here.
Oh yeah, Limp's gonna be right there with him the whole way through, and just waiting for his opportunity to strike.
And
he's gonna slide on by.
Looks like Hillian might have made a little mistake or something happened, because he did drop back
faltered a bit,
about 4 seconds though. So it was definitely incident that happened. All right, so we'll see Limp here. Oh, with that pace, that is a lot of pace going with 133.106 now.
Ooh, there was his opportunity to pass Miller,
and does it.
Clean.
Now he is in first position. He is in P1 now. Miller will be just trying to stay with these medium runners, because the longer he can stay with them without losing too much time,
our first pit
will benefit him. We have a pit from Renzo. What if he has damage? Goes off to the sauce. So we'll go again. Another pit will happen from him. Maybe he's looking for... Oh, yeah, look at that. Wing damage. Definitely took wing damage. That's unfortunate, too.
Yeah.
But a lot of race, right?
Yeah, plenty.
He's putting on the softs.
He wants to find some speed right now, catch up a little bit, make some moves.
Exactly.
Move up the pack a little bit, and then when everyone else goes to pit, he'll probably just swing in there himself.
Yeah,
and take the advantage that he gained
trying to be
from
active,
the faster
right?
compound. Yeah. Make up for lost ground.
Yeah. Instead of just going passive and putting on the hards and just trying to survive the drive instead.
Drive to survive?
No, that's not a sponsor.
Netflix?
Oh, let's bring up the weather conditions. Yeah, it's nice and sunny.
4%.
We went from a nice rainy day to...
What's that like? We went from a nice rainy day yesterday to clouds.
There might be some clouds in the future of this race. We'll see. As we can see, Limp already getting the toe off of Miller, so that's gonna play in a very good advantage for him.
And 131.896, improving on his fastest lap.
Keeps improving. That's a really fast time on mediums too. Because we're expecting a 130 as fastest lap, something in there.
And I think Miller and Limp might be pulling away from Jonas a little bit.
Jonas is having a little bit of a struggle here.
Well, I think
through here, and Luke now coming into contention to fight for this podium position. It is very early, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But
second race, 6 laps in.
P3, man. It'd be nice. They do want to get these points. Ferrari and Alpine both to get. Oh, John takes
penalty to DNF. I wonder what happened. Is speeding the pit lane?
I don't even see him. Oh, he was there. Was that? Oh no, that's Racer X having an incident. I don't even see where his incident happened. It
said speeding in the pit lane, and then he DNF'd. So I wonder if...
Oh, he might have just retired.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But either way, now he's retired. Anybody that finishes this race now should get points.
Points. They all matter.
No matter where it is.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just leaving.
Oh.
This is the same guy. So,
Bye.
but we do have here. It does look like Miller has gotten around the back of Limp now again.
Gain a little bit of pace too, about half a second up.
Yeah.
Stu is sitting closer to 1, and Jonas is falling back almost to 2 seconds now.
Actually, he's really close to him.
Oh yeah, he's right there with him.
He's really close to him.
Breathing down his neck.
It's the power of that DRS sound, man. It is very strong, that front straight. It's not insanely long, but I think you can come out of that last corner pretty high pace. But it looks like now he's dropping back, but he is in the toe, so the draft, and that's all he wants to do. He wants to stay with them. The longer he's able to stay with Limp, they are on different compounds.
He's taking the best part of Limp's mediums and applying them to his hards.
Essentially. That's what you can treat it as, right?
Yeah.
I like to treat it as length, so he'll be able to stretch these tires out because now that he's not having to push these tires as hard. I mean, he is pushing them hard, but he's getting more pace out of the tires than you would expect the hards to run.
He's allowing them to work a little more efficiently.
Yes. So he's running pace on these hards that you wouldn't normally see, and because of that, it's gonna extend his second stint can happen later now, even later. Because when Limp goes in, he'll have to go onto a hard compound.
And if you've noticed, there's really now a big gap between our 4 and 5 Luke and Hillian. Yeah. With 10 seconds, and then you kind of start to Wiry's almost with them,
and then
Hillian we're
together.
Kind of spread out again towards the end, or towards the back half of the leaderboard there.
It's kind of our classic pockets of racing, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm a fan of pockets of racing.
I think it's a little bit easier when you get like the 3 and 4 drivers all kind of competing. That's when you start getting these racing incidences more often, right? But when you're just one-on-one with a driver, they don't have to worry about.
I don't know, man. You showed me that clip of those 4 racers. Which was yesterday's race, right?
That was Legends division.
Yeah, and I'm glad nothing happened.
Yeah, I still don't understand how nothing happened.
I don't understand how nothing happened. Yeah, I don't get it. It was a lot. There was a lot of bumper cars there for a second.
It was a bit. It was definitely, but that's why I like to see a one-on-one. It's a little bit easier. It's harder when you start adding extra elements into trying to race each other.
It starts making things complicated. And as a driver, when you're out there and you're focused on the guy in front of you, and then the guy behind you really starts getting close, and the guy next to him starts getting really close, and then everyone's just kind of all over each other. It's hard to keep track of everything. So naturally things happen sometimes, but it's nice to see when drivers go head to head. And Limp and Miller here just kind of running away in the sunset a little bit.
Yeah, a bit.
Just a little bit.
There's the classic. I mean, they do the classic Limp Miller battle here. They've separated themselves from Jonas a bit, but maybe Jonas comes back in on the hards. We'll find out.
Imagine if
well, let's not imagine that because that would be scary. We have Luke already coming in. This is pretty early, and he actually goes on to the hards. This is kind of where a medium into hard could happen. So you can extend these tires. We've seen it in the other 2 races. These hards will go to the end.
2 more.
Yeah, everybody's taking it.
All right.
So we have 3 drivers all coming in. They were all mediums. So now they're all going from mediums to hards. So all these drivers will be able to go to the end now. So Luke, Hillian, and Wiry are all going to be able to stretch this out to the end. So it's more about. So we see Renzo here now going past Wiry. We do expect Renzo. Well, we don't expect. We know Renzo will pit.
He has to pit again.
There's no way you're flat tiring 100%. If you don't. And as we sit here with the 1 and 2 as our closest, Limp is unable to get rid of Miller off of the back of it. And that must be frustrating as a driver when you're on a softer compound, right? Compound of tire. And you just can't get that guy off the back of you, and you should be able to. It's
kind of like one of those things where when you're at the position you're at with your tires, and the guy in front of you or the guy behind you has what he has, sometimes you can't do much. Sometimes you can only watch them go by, or sometimes you can only watch them fade off into the distance, and it's just frustrating. And I know for some racers, if they're really listening to their engineers, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the plan. This doesn't feel like it should be the plan. Why is this the plan? Why is this the plan?
Yeah. So Miller is in, I would say, a slightly advantageous spot on these hards. We'll be able to continue to stretch this out. Maybe even look to, like, God forbid, a safety car. We don't like those. But they do happen. We had it happen in the Legends one.
This isn't NASCAR. We don't like crashes.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. We prefer the racing.
This isn't NASCAR.
We want everybody to finish. We did have the unfortunate AlphaTauri team go out in the first lap together. That was very unfortunate. It is hard to watch. They've been doing really well. They did pretty well in the first race. But we'll see here now. We have somebody off track. It looks like Wiry in through the S's. The S's can be. I think the S's alone are its own battle.
They're my battle. Ooh, okay, Limp heading into the pit here.
All right, goes in. Okay, so here we go.
And
the
Miller's
first one
out.
Goes on to the hards as we
Jonas
expect.
Heading in as well.
We actually see Jonas come out, and he just barely doesn't get compromised there.
Can you crash in the pit lane in this game?
You can get stopped in there. That's for sure. You can't. It won't crash you guys.
That would be
so
amazing.
Jonas does respond to the limp pit, and now we are on a virtual. So they actually benefited from this. I wonder if the virtual was already happening, and that's why they went in.
And it just didn't pop up. Probably. That makes sense. I think that would make sense.
Wait, who triggered that actually? You can't tell. Everybody's on track at this point.
I don't know.
So we just slideshowed for you guys. We went through all of the track. We probably could have done this. So if we go to status. Oh, it's probably Sway. See, he's going in right now. We're doing the... Nah, it looks like nobody's taking wing damage. I don't know what it's from then. Maybe it's just not responding fast enough. Either way, it looks like Alex and Renzo both go into the pits. So Renzo actually takes this time to get onto the same strategy again, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just good again. So Renzo will be able to stretch this out to the end. So this is kind of their position in 7th. We'll be looking to try to improve that going towards the end. But all the drivers in front. Look at where Paul is. Let's look at pit stops. So let's kind of see where everybody was sitting. So Paul has not pit, but is on the hard. So he's on the same strategy as Miller. So they're both going to wait long, pit late.
And if you notice, Racer X also hasn't pit.
Racer hasn't pit, and he's on medium. So
he's due.
He's due to pit soon. Relatively soon. Yeah, 10 laps. We have seen these mediums go to like 12 to 14. Oh, yeah, no problem. We'll look at it after the race, and we'll make sure whatever happens, we will, our stewards will look at it.
The dealings will be dealt with in a disciplinary determination of undoubted diligence.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah. I love a good bit of alliteration, bro.
But with that, we do have but we can see here, it's a 15-second gap, right? Or 16. Yeah. So we can actually see how much that VRC actually helped Limp here. So all that advantage that Miller had made originally is kind of been removed a bit. So now he's got a 16, which means he will still come out behind Limp with that.
But if he comes back out on a medium
later, so
because he's pretty good at managing his tires. So if he's able to come out just a little bit behind on a better compound in a place where Limp really doesn't have a chance to like respond with something else. Yeah,
this is a hard one to defend. The double, like these, it's just 2 long straights, right, in a row. The long straight into, you can try to compromise his corners through after 130R into the chicane, the last chicane. But it is 17, so it is going up, not down.
Yep.
We do know this is one of Miller's stronger tracks.
Yep.
And it's not particularly one of Limp's weaker tracks, but it isn't. We do know that.
But a strength is a strength.
A strength is strength. And we know
he's a strong
Miller
racer.
is strong here. This is one of the tracks he is known to be very fast in.
Yeah.
And we can see it here. His pace just feels a little bit above the other drivers. But, you know, there's still a lot of race. More than half still. Slightly. More than half. We see Wiry here getting past. It looks like... Yeah, there's a bit of yellow here through the chicane. All the drivers kind of split apart by a good margin. I wonder if Jonas had made a mistake or something, because that interval is a lot bigger than when he came into the pits, wasn't it? Or maybe not.
No, it's been about that.
It's been about that.
Because I was gonna
they
comment earlier. We were in a position where kind of 1 through 4 were a bit closer, and there was a 4 to 5 gap of about 25 seconds before all those pits happened, and it kind of changed everything up a little bit. And then this is sort of ish about where we were when things kind of settled down.
And Limp did get us speeding into the pits, right? So that's a penalty we will have to keep an eye on.
Can you pull up penalties real quick?
Yeah, we can bring up
see what the
penalties.
spread is. Just the one.
So just the one, and then the servable one. So the 5 seconds for Limp. Racer X comes in. Looks like he has to takes a long pit.
So we had a long pit.
Definitely had a long pit. Most likely wing damage or just made a mistake. Or was he serving? Because didn't he have a serving penalty? He had a speeding.
Yeah, he
penalty
might
to
have
serve.
actually.
I remember he had a speeding in the pits. I believe. So that looked like a servable time as well.
Yeah, get the penalty out of the way. Get back to racing.
Get back to racing.
Speaking of penalties.
Yeah, Renzo takes one now too. And with the amount of drivers that are in the race at this point, Racer X is looking to finish this race, even if maybe you're still trying to get us position.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a point to point, it could bring you up in the standings, especially early. Every point.
I mean,
counts.
here's the thing: if you and your teammate are showing up to races and you're putting in the work, and you're getting the points that you're supposed to get or that you can get, and you're just you're showing up, right? You're doing the work. It'll all add up, and it's gonna be more than you think it will be.
Definitely.
So it's just putting in the work. It's just putting in the work. Like that's kind of my view on a lot of sports, and it doesn't help me with like my real job, because I'm just like, why can't I get this? I just work harder.
Work harder.
More effort.
Just making sure.
Oh man, I always sound good. I don't know what you're talking about. Checking the levels.
Just checking the levels.
I sound great. I noticed when I was leaning back too far and I moved forward.
And we're hoping to get individual mics eventually, so that we don't hear a lot of the other stuff. But yes, improve every day. Little small gains, right? Small gains.
1% every day.
1%
every day. Getting better.
Getting better. All right.
I was talking to the other day at work, and I was saying to my friend, I was like, hey, we're talking about the Emperor's New Groove. I was like, hey, that's Cusco. Cusco's boys with Cusco.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
I know. You do it it's really good.
There's a couple of good ones that I'm able to kind of just pull out of my ass.
What other characters of his can you do?
I have no idea. I haven't tried any others.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just that's the only one. That's the only one that I can kind of just fall into. Dude.
Maybe I need to learn the other one.
Impressions.
He's got a higher.
Impressions are weird for me because they kind of just happen and they're very ethereal.
Definitely.
They kind of just appear and I run with them and then they're gone.
Yeah. Maybe let's look at some of the lap times.
Sorry, we're getting distracted because things have spread out a bit. There's not as much action on the track right now.
So
that's what happens when
the last lap from Miller and Limp. Miller is still going faster, so that's scary.
Yeah. I mean, is it? I'm not surprised.
But Limp has been holding that position with him. But that's not.
So here's the thing.
But status quo is
maintained.
Yes.
Limp has maintained this 16, 17 second.
But he needs to be making.
He needs to be making progress. However, sometimes...
Oh, when we get a wiry, he goes through the S's and crashes here.
No, we probably spun about. Get your racer real quick. Racer X.
Yeah, he's gone already. He's already gone. Yeah. Well, and just like that, Supreme drops out. Oh, and that's it. And Racer, like we said, just gotta stay in this race. You stay in this race.
Finish.
Yeah.
Just finish.
Just finish. Just finish.
It's just so nice
To have the
just
table.
so much information.
Yeah. Well, since we're like kind of just, let's bring this back over here. Yeah, a little over there.
Do we need these ones right now?
We technically don't need.
Can we like go 2/3, 1/3 with this?
We can bring this up. Wait, I screwed it.
Okay. Ooh, Miller's finally heading into the pits. Oh. Okay, good. Let's see. This is why we have to pay attention. So Miller's heading into the pits, going on to mediums, the faster compound. This is where that gap's. I think Limp's gonna end up like 2-3 seconds ahead, maybe.
5.
5? Is that what it is? Is that the gap?
It should probably be around 5.
Damn, you're good.
I've done this twice already, though. So it's like I can't understand.
Damn, you're good.
I understand the pit stop
Damn,
on this
son,
track.
where'd you find this?
But warm up those tires a little bit. I think he's gonna be right there with.
I mean, technically, he's with that 5-second penalty. He doesn't actually have to.
Doesn't
pass.
have to do.
But like we've said multiple times, these guys aren't looking to only win through the penalties, right? They want to win.
First sector fastest.
Okay, yeah, he's pushing because he's trying to get as far away from as possible right now.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be laying it down, really trying to spread it out, especially with Miller on the faster compound, where once he kind of gets comfortable on them and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing again, then he's gonna be laying it down like he does.
Yeah, unlike previous F1, because the tires have a limit of what they can start at, and they're on the blankets, the heating blankets. These cars are coming out with like 70 Celsius tires, where they should be closer to working condition is 85 to 90 Celsius.
Why did they change that?
Because they're trying to slowly remove them. So they want to get rid of heating blankets because they're cost to use, like electricity costs, and then owning them. The heating blankets. So they're trying to venture away from it. So that
31.7. I see you, Limp.
So they want to go get rid of the heating blankets altogether, so that they're just run tires.
Why?
Cost. That's it.
But it's better.
It is better, but it's just why.
It's $1 billion sport. What do you mean cost?
Cost.
That's horse shit. That's beep. You fucking
remember when we did that, but because the mic is so good at picking up all sounds, like we beeped and you could clearly hear the profanity through it. It was so good.
Don't make the cars slower, just make them safer.
Yes, not slower, safer.
Just safer. They don't need to be slower. Although we are gonna kind of get to a point where reaction times are.
I think we're at it. I think where the times they're putting down with all these cars now, like you keep seeing these shifts, right? Like the cars slowly get better, and then they have all these regs that happen that kind of make it to where they go back to the same speeds. So they're always around. Like they kept going down.
They just keep getting
engine
faster.
sizes,
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Because their power stayed the same. Yeah. Like the powers were still the same.
So here's the thing. You're gonna take a lot of money and you're gonna throw it at a lot of smart people. And those smart people are gonna get shit done.
Yep. And they're gonna keep getting it.
And they're gonna keep making it better because that's what they do. Like
Miller responds with a 131.592.
I see you, Miller.
And I would expect that
he's gonna keep improving.
Yeah. Because he is only doing this on mediums, I don't expect it to reach the 130s. But he could.
He's fast.
He's fast. If he does, like, saves up for it.
Saves up max effort.
Wait,
we should go back to the good old days of racing cigars. No, thank you.
It looks like Paul here is getting chased down by Renzo.
I see you, Renzo.
We do see Paul's light blinking. Oh, he goes on the inside. Inside, outside.
Making
Fair
the
racing
move.
here. Looks like Renzo might be able to finish off this pass. And what a camera view. This is what I've been dealing with this track. This track has so many cinematic camera views.
Ooh, like that's nice. Look
It
at
is
that.
nice.
It's like
but at least you
panning
can
to the
see
left,
like what is
too.
the other camera showing me. Like,
Damn, did we get a better graphics card?
we did, but we do need to. We could still.
We can always do
improve
better, but damn, son.
Damn, son. Oh,
Ooh,
Racer X retires, and like we said, he was doing so well. Oh, and it triggers the safety car.
All right, everyone, into the pits.
Okay, so here's
Put on softs.
here's the thing. Limp immediately responds.
Nope, into the pits.
See, I
Put on
like this.
softs.
I like this attack here.
on softs.
Oh, but Miller responds too. So right here now. Oh, they're going on the sauce, baby. And here it comes.
Now we're in for a race. What do you mean?
Dude, you peek every time. Now I have to remove that from.
There's a filter for a reason. Make the filter better.
I'm telling you that.
You knew I was gonna be on here today. You've done this enough with me that you know what my limitations are, and it's that I'm not actually a good radio personality or a good stream personality. I'm the personality. I'm not the noise.
Stop! Why you're trying to aggravate me now? Oh my gosh! And we have so many people responding with these soft tires with this safety
5
car
of them
coming
into
out.
the pit so far.
Jonas stays out.
RIP
Goes
ears.
conservative here.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean that's your friend here, Irism,
Hi.
coming at you with the ear destroying noises.
Alex, 94 seconds behind.
And it's pretty much everybody responding. Renzo taking a pit.
Full safety car
Pit,
is
pit,
active.
pit. So Hillian and Jonas here are looking to be a little bit exposed.
I'm kind of excited to see how this is gonna pan out now.
Yes, I don't know if
So we have 6 racers on softs.
I don't know why Jonas did
Taking
not
laps.
pit here.
Laps on tires.
Yep.
Yes, everyone.
Oh, Jonas went on to
Everyone
fresh
pit.
mediums.
I'm sorry you missed it. Oh, I missed you too, guys.
That's why he missed. I mean, it is always. It's never a dull moment with you. It is always exciting.
I've been called many things. Chaotic is one. Gregarious is another.
But boring is never.
Boring is not one.
Boring has never been in the vocabulary.
No, boring is not one.
Iverson has never been told that he was boring.
No. Mess.
Well, you know, that's good because I have. So we have all of the things.
Hey.
You know, we're about having all of them.
Yeah, a little bit of variety.
Variety helps. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
So Jonas did pit. He just went on to mediums.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no.
So
So
that's
everyone
good.
pit. Everyone made their own decision. I'm kind of surprised that everyone didn't decide to go out on softs because I think it's.
Yeah,
It might be a comfort thing.
I wonder
don't
if
know.
the Jonas
I'm
one
always-
and the Helion one are mistakes. Like they
The
didn't.
game really messes with you, so it's very possible.
Yeah, I really wish there was it's like you're
An
trying
easier
to.
way to do it.
It's crazy.
It's
So
not. It's
as a
EA.
driver, man, you're trying to change stuff, and like the changing it with that MFD is not the best.
EA, be better, please. Just get your act together.
So I could see it being like Jonas and Helion went to go get on Sisofs, and they were not given it.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. There's so many times when I've tried to do that, and I'm just
Definitely.
like, what is this? What is this? He let through. Oh, is it? Hold them up?
Alex.
No, no,
Alex
it's a full
is
safety car,
stuck
so there wouldn't be the delta, right?
He's stuck in the middle of a few guys.
Oh, and it's
I think he's stuck in a
Yeah, that's
right.
where is he?
Yeah, he's right
Yeah,
there.
he's stuck in
he
the
shouldn't
middle.
be. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to let,
To let drivers through.
like, if the game was smart enough to let the
It's not.
lapped car driver, because now what's gonna happen is he's going to have to let people, like every driver, pass him now because of it. It is the sad truth.
She's just getting blue flagged.
Yeah, he's gonna immediately get blue flag when the race starts.
Fucking rude.
Yeah, I wish there was more control over the safety car as a
So
spectator.
you know what I wish there was for the game?
Yeah, tell me what you wish for. We already have our things we want.
So I've never played the F1 Manager, so I don't really know what that is. I
Oh,
think it
yeah,
would be
yeah.
cool if they integrated the two of them, though.
Yeah.
Because it would make sense to me. But more importantly, I wish that
Wait
instead
a
of just a
minute.
spectator mode.
Somebody did not choose the right race type. Oh no, we're in broadcast mode.
What do you mean?
It's like the worst mode in the world.
I'm confused.
The settings aren't correct.
Ah.
Somebody screwed up the settings. Somebody screwed up the settings.
What is this? Looks so nice.
The settings are messed up.
I love it.
So we're about to. All of the fastest laps are about to get messed up. We're gonna have to do it by hand now. Actually, it didn't mess up any of the laps. It might though here.
Okay. Ignoring the yellow flag. You don't.
Wait, what? Did he get a?
Yeah. They gave him one for ignoring a yellow flag.
Wait, I can't believe you're ignoring those yellows.
How could you?
How could you, Alex? How
Yeah.
could you?
Ugh, the audacity.
Yeah.
The audacity. These drivers
we're
these
off.
days, man. Yeah, no, I know. But
We're
oh yeah, well, they're all together. What
They're
are
all
we doing?
together.
What are we doing?
What are you doing? Poor Alex is gonna have to concede
rip
all his
Alex.
position.
I'm so sorry, bud.
Hey, but you know, just
Points
now.
to points. Get back in it. You got
Points to
this.
points.
I believe in you.
Don't worry, we'll remove that
Yeah, you don't-
penalty
you don't have a
at the end of the
5
race. It doesn't really matter. You're a lapped car anyway.
Hey. Nice.
We have Luke here now attacking Jonas. Is actually on a different compound of tires, so he might have a chance. I think their paces were slightly different, but now it doesn't matter. Pace doesn't matter when it's a four lap push.
No, just go. Just go.
Yeah. So we do have Miller here,
Speed.
right on the back. So what happened was the person did not have it on immersive safety car, so we went into a broadcast mode.
I love
Yeah, so
Which is not what we wanted.
somebody messed up the settings. It's okay. It happens. Renzo does pass. We missed the Renzo passing Hillian, but that did happen. I think Hillian is on the back foot because he's on the mediums. It changed. His sound is too.
it. But I like how
I know,
it
but
looks.
it's the sound changes to.
But I like how it looks. You know what'd be cool is if there was an extra button. Oh, sorry. I never. Ooh, 131.073. So
Yeah.
This is the chaotic thing that I'm talking about. And I went through 4 different things that I just wanted to say.
4 of them, but you didn't say any of
I
them.
didn't say any of them. Oh, man.
But we are here with Miller and Limp. We have Jonas and Luke also together. I believe there isn't any. Well, let's do that really quick. Let's look at these penalties. Only
6
Renzo
seconds
at
for
6.
Renzo.
Oh, so Renzo is really trying to make up a gap
Really
now.
trying to get
Really
things
trying
done.
to make up a gap.
No, so the real quick
Yep.
is as we're watching Miller stay right there with Limp and we're paying attention.
Yep.
The thing that I want to see be added into just F1 in general, like this game as a whole, is there's a spectator mode, but I wish there was a race director mode.
A race director mode.
Yes, I wish there was a race
Yeah.
director mode where
That'd be
you
really nice.
had like everyone that it was a specific setup, very obvious to everyone. There is a person who has control over this game,
Yeah.
like over this race, and you can undo penalties. Like the game will do what it does. It's gonna do its best. But then if you're like, oh no, that's not right, or you need to select a car and say no, Alex needs
Yeah.
to get through, you can do that.
Yeah, that'd be really
It would
nice.
make so much more sense, right?
Oh, 100%.
Sorry, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. They can do it. Limp,
Yeah.
I see you 131.009. Okay. Pushing along. What's the difference on that?
Their times.
0.006.
It's like 110. Yeah, they're really close right here in the front. We do have Jonas and Luke still fighting it out as well.
Yeah, EA, if you're not listening, get it together.
Oops.
All right, so 2 laps left. Miller still just kind of sitting there. I want to see. Can you?
Yeah.
Can we go real quick to just see what his ERS is? Or are we able to see that from here? Oh god, technology, man. I fucking love it.
They're both pretty full.
All right.
Yeah.
Just waiting then. Waiting game.
Yeah.
Perfect time to strike.
They're playing cat and mouse right now, I think. So it's just they're gonna get close to the end, and that's when I think the stuff's gonna happen. We do have a driver of the day poll up. Feel free to.
Do you have your driver of the day?
I haven't chosen anybody yet, but I think I do. It's not showing it on the side.
Ooh, Limp with the fastest lap immediately taken by Miller with a 1:30.807. Love to see it.
Oh, we have Luke going through on Jonas, and yeah, it does look like he passes him. So we'll just come back up here,
Alex
and
heading
then
into the
we
pit
will
lane
look
for
back
some
at.
sauce. I wonder if he took damage. Why is he going like?
And he's all the way in the back.
Yeah,
Fastest
doesn't
lap?
matter.
No,
Fastest
it's
lap,
a
but he's
little.
already on sauce.
It's gonna be hard.
Why was
He
he already
wants-
on sauce?
he
There's only
wants-
2 people on mediums.
He wants the soft softs. You know?
Soft softs, the soft,
The super
softs.
softs.
What is it? Is it C5s then? Swapping out for the C5s. Not losing nothing.
Not losing
Maximum effort.
nothing. Yeah.
Hey, get it in there, man. Get it in quick before the race is over.
Yeah.
Zoom. All right, Miller closing that gap a little bit from 0.5-ish to about 0.3 off. So closing the gap on Limp. I think he's just waiting for his time to strike. I want to see it. I want to see him strike. Oh, Stinky resubscribe with Prime.
I thought it would get. I can't. Why can't I see the poll?
It's right here.
No, I know, but
Oh,
for mine.
on the test.
Yeah.
On the test account. It's not just your account, but it's also just to make sure everything runs.
Yeah, it's mostly there to run. But we have here Miller trying to. I don't know if he's ever going. He needs to attack this. This is the last lap.
Now or never,
we
bud.
go into the final lap here. It does look like Jonas goes in, loses the 2 positions here. So actually, loses 3. This is really bad for
Why is he
Jonas.
in the pit?
I don't know.
Did he think he had more time?
I'm
But he
not.
was on sauce.
I
So
don't
was there
know.
damage?
I have no idea.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Jonas
going
goes all the way
on?
back down from 4th to 7th
Okay,
here.
Miller with the purple sector.
Okay, here it
He's
is.
making his move, I think.
We're gonna have like a last sector
move.
push here. These aren't. He's
Right there with him. Come on. I want to see him. Take it. Don't give it to him. Ooh.
Oh wow, he's looking.
Oh.
He's looking to compromise him here. This is gonna compromise Limp here through this one, but it actually looks like he loses
Backed
more
off.
than.
He lost it.
Oh, what a! Here it is though. It's looking. He's got to do it after
like I'm not
130R
breathing.
through the chicane here. He's gonna go on the inside. Gets the inside outside.
Ooh.
Limp's fighting it off. Is gonna
Able to
hold
the position.
the position, and he
Miller
spins.
spun.
And he resets. He's gonna take a penalty for that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it might have auto reset him though because
know.
of where it was.
Because he was into the pit lane.
Yeah,
It kind of spun him into the
sometimes
pit
the pit lane resets you. Yeah. Oh my gosh! And with that,
What a finish.
Luke gets 3rd. Renzo is actually gonna come in
What a finish.
in 4th. Wow. Killian in 5th. Paul in 6th. Jonas having a bad day at the office gets 7th. He was doing really well.
I know.
don't know exactly what happened there,
I'm not sure.
but
Oh,
what a
Limp is
race
so
to the
lucky.
end.
I don't know, Miller.
I don't know. This is a good
Get your
start
shit together,
for
man.
Limp.
Be better. Is that mean?
It's definitely what Limp needed.
Yeah,
he needed that.
I thought Miller was gonna take it. I thought he was gonna
He
get
was getting set for that too.
I thought he should have started sooner on really trying to get there.
I think
a lap.
He
earlier
only
should have
had
tried to strike.
one chance.
Sway with the being the games driver of the day. Did you catch that?
You did. You caught it. I didn't.
I saw it.
Yeah. So he gets driver in the game. Limp gets 2 consecutive victories. One in.
Get driver of the day.
Huh? He had the most
Passes.
position.
Is that always what it does? Is that
It's
how it
a
always
little
chooses
bit.
it, pretty much?
It's a little bit of that.
I feel like it weighs that heavy.
So Limp is our winner here, and
Well
then
done,
we
Limp.
have
I see you.
Miller and Luke both
What?
coming in
Did you see
second
that
and
hair?
third.
See that hair?
No,
Oh my
I
god.
didn't. We did have Miller taking the fastest lap, so he does get that at least.
Yeah, well done, and well done to a lot of the racers. All the racers out there. Way to put in some effort. Way to get it done. Not what we wanted to see for everyone. 4 DNFs, unfortunately.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Do we need to get penalties? Is that on the next one?
Oh, yeah, we should. I mean, we don't fully use it, but yeah.
But it's good to have it. Oh, that was it. Oh, that one. Teammates both DNF'd.
Yeah. There we go. And then our order for the finish was Limp, Miller, Luke, Renzo, Helian, Paul, Jonas, and Alex. And then our DNFs are all Racer X, Wiry, John, Sunbeat, and Zach. Very good race. It came all the way to the last corner, essentially.
Yeah, it really came down to the wire, and it was impressive to see the effort that was put in there. A serendipitous safety car bringing everyone back together to make an exciting finish. So that was nice to see. Ooh, you know what we haven't done yet? Give a quick shout out to our partners, Sim Coaches and Zincs.
Oh, yeah? I mean, you usually segue it, but...
Oh, I just forgot. I usually segue that on the way out, don't I? It's usually smoother. I'll get it back.
So that was our second race.
Coaches and Zincs. Check them out. Check them out at simcoaches.com and Zincs at xinx.digital.
You still got it. Yeah. So that was our
and BS with Cam and what is it?
Irvin Cam.
Irvin Cam. Thank you.
BS Talk with Irvin Cam.
That one.
You can listen to them. They do sports talk.
Apple Podcast, Pandora Podcast,
just
Spotify
podcast.
Digital.
Anywhere you can get your podcasts from.
Books on tape through Netflix.
Did you say books on tape from Netflix?
All podcast
That's
platforms are available.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. You don't remember that? They used to mail it to you. They still do.
Oh, you the books on tape stuff?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
bro. I'm just talking out.
So that was our round 2.
Bro, EA's not on anyone's side, man. They're just dicks.
So that was our round 2.
Do I need to censor myself more?
Stop cutting me off. So that was our.
You missed me. You missed me.
So that was our round 2 in Japan. I was your host, Stinky Juan, with our broadcaster, Iverzim.
Hello, good to see you guys. Glad to be back.
We will see you guys all next week in Baku for our race weekend next week. And on that note, we're gonna sign off, and I'll see you all
Stay safe.
next time.
Adios.